Welcome to your very first recording tutorial on Homebrew Audio. Lesson 1 is the absolute beginning, which means that if you've never done any audio recordings before, this is the lesson for you. Anyone can create professional sounding recordings. It isn't hard. And despite what your local audio or music store salesman would have you believe, it does not have to be expensive. You'll be stunned at what you can produce right now with tools you probably already have. Since it's true of virtually anyone, if they're viewing this tutorial right now, I'm going on the assumption that you have a computer with a sound card. Just the onboard sound card will suffice. I'm also assuming that you have the microphone that probably came with your computer. If not, you can get one for about $4 or $5. And some headphones or earbuds. The ones used for any portable music player will be just fine. Also, though it isn't necessary for learning to record, you're going to need an internet connection, or have a friend who does. You'll see why in just a minute. And the best news of all, we are starting with a budget of $0. And that means me as well. I'm recording this tutorial with the exact same equipment I mentioned above. I have a 6-year-old computer running Windows XP Home, and I'm using the onboard sound card with a $5 microphone. Here's how to connect everything. Now, this will work for a vast majority of you. There are, however, many types of computers out there, and not all of them may work with this exact setup. You may have to check your computer's manual. The audio connections to a sound card are typically on the back of the PC. There should be 3 color-coded inputs, or jacks as they're called in the audio world. The standard color code is headphones and speakers use the green jack, and microphones use the pink jack. If you don't already have a mic plugged in, go ahead and do that now. Remember, the mic goes into the pink jack. If you have speakers plugged into your computer, I highly recommend that when you record, you turn them off and use headphones instead. You'll see why very soon. Now, some speakers have a headphone input you can use for this, but if yours don't, you may have to remove the speaker plug from the sound card's green jack and plug your headphones into those. Still with me? Okay, let's press on. I'm not going to give you a whole bunch of boring history about audio, but there are a couple of things that it is handy to know. A long time ago, if you wanted to record anything, you needed a strange little machine called a tape recorder. But in the computer age, you don't, which is very good news because tape recorders were extremely expensive. But you will need an audio program for your computer. So, we're going to download a free program called Audacity at this website. And when I say free, I don't mean a free trial, and I don't mean shareware. I mean open source free. So why don't you pause this tutorial, go to this website, and when you have it open, press play again and I'll meet you there. And welcome back. Hopefully you're looking at a website that looks something like this. Audacity is the name of the program we're going to be using. So the first thing we need to do is download it. Come to the download tab, click on that. Now I'm going to download for Windows because I use Windows. But you can see that Audacity is available for these other platforms as well. I'm going to show how to do it for Windows. If you use those other platforms, hopefully the process will be similar enough. So, Windows users, click on the Windows link, and you'll be taken to a screen that looks like this. The other platforms will have a similar screen. Go to this first bullet, where it tells you what versions of your operating system that Audacity will work with, and click on this link. Do not worry about anything in the optional download section. Simply click on Audacity 1.2.6 Installer. At this point, I'm assuming you know how to download and install a program or can get help doing so. So go ahead and pause the tutorial again, and once you've installed Audacity, then click play and I'll meet you back on your desktop.